William Shakespeare is often regarded as one of the most influential writers of all time, and his life is well documented. But some parts were kept secret, and now a new play showing in Titchfield is trying to bring those lost years to life. Our reporter Rhaya Barton went down to see the show in rehearsal.
I joined the Southampton family at Titchfield.
When you think of Shakespeare, you don't tend to think of Titchfield. But The Seven Ages of Shakespeare is a brand new play attempting to change this and to put Titchfield firmly on the map as a place of importance in Shakespeare's life.
We think very much that Titchfield, which we see as the home of Shakespeare's lost years, is as important as Stratford and London for Shakespeare enthusiasts. And if they're following in the footsteps of Shakespeare, they should not only go to Stratford and London, but also to come down to Titchfield. Titchfield is the home, or was the country home, of the third Earl of Southampton. The Earls of Southampton had their country palace in Place House, which was Titchfield Abbey. It was the third Earl that was Shakespeare's main patron. He gave him £1,000 to join the Chamberlain's men, to acquire Thomas Kyd's works and various other things. And it's the third Earl also that we believe William Shakespeare had a homoerotic relationship with, and all that's explored in Shakespeare's own writing in his sonnets.
It is this rumoured relationship with the third Earl of Southampton that is believed to have heavily influenced Shakespeare's writing, and in fact Titchfield itself has featured in his works, as the play's writer explains.
I've been researching this, all my life, to be honest. I did an English degree at Cambridge and got very interested in the sonnets, and then picked it up and worked more and more and more on the sonnets because they are the clue to Shakespeare. I directed Love's Labour's Lost at Cambridge, and I did it twice more professionally. And I always had a feeling he was talking about a real place. There were certain details in the topography, and I thought, I bet this is Titchfield. And so I had a picnic with my daughter. We came down, and I found myself on the set of Love's Labour's Lost. The remains of a knotted garden, everything that's mentioned in the play, the steep uprising of the hill, everything was there. So from all that, I've constructed a play that traces the whole life of Shakespeare. I go into his flaws. He's been treated as a god. He's not. He's a deeply human being with all the flaws that we've all got. It's often said that we know nothing about William Shakespeare, but the fact of the matter is we know more about him than any human being that has ever lived in any period of history, because we have the sonnets. So what we're trying to do is show he's not a god, he's a human being, the most completely alive human being that's ever been.
And this, Master Shakespeare, is my late husband.
The play takes the form of a confessional, narrated by Shakespeare after he has been let out of purgatory for a day to explain his sins. It addresses not only the alleged affair, but also the accusation that some of his work was plagiarised, and, based on what they hear, the audience are left to decide whether to send Shakespeare to heaven or to hell. The play will run at the Titchfield Festival Theatre until Sunday, attempting to shed some light on the so-called lost years of Shakespeare. This is Rhaya Barton for That's Solent.